All right, I want to real quickly show you this running again and show you these objects in memory. So hopefully this makes this just a little more concrete. So let's go ahead and run this one more time in our mode where we can view the canvas. Let's see if I can, whoop, I've got in, let's see, what's my problem? All ticket, oh, I just misspelled, I should say purchased. Let's try this. Okay, let's run it in that canvas mode. All right, so we are down here, and again, this takes a little longer because we have to step through this. We're going to try to do it really fast. We're going to say Steve, and Steve is not going to pick the right numbers. So Steve is just going to pick numbers 1, 3, and 5, and 7. 5 and 7. All right, so there's... Okay, we're going to buy one more ticket. Sue, and we're going to have Sue pick the right numbers because we know what numbers are the correct numbers since we're not actually using random numbers. So Sue's going to pick 15 and 4 and 12 and 1. Okay. All right, so now what we want to do, we're just going to go through and see that we want to actually pick the winner. Okay, so let's see if I can get a couple things over here. So here's all tickets purchased. That's our big list. It's got 2 lottery tickets. It's got the first one for Steve, and it's got the second one for Sue. Okay, and both of those contain the actual information. I don't know if I can drag these. Oh, yes, I can. I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Does that work here for this one too? Yeah. So there's Steve's ticket and there's Sue's ticket. I actually drug those out here. I learned something new while I was playing here. Okay, so I can see the 2 tickets that are actually stored in that list. All right, so let's actually go down now and watch what happens. Okay, so the lottery balls will be chosen. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go through and generate the lottery numbers. Okay, so we just generated the lottery numbers. Those are the correct numbers. So I'm going to drag that out here. Okay, so there's our other array list of the correct lottery numbers. And again, I knew what they were because I set them to work, but they're 15, 4, 12, and 1. Okay, so obviously we know this ticket is going to be the winner. So what are we doing now? Now we're going to go through all the tickets, the code we just looked at, and see if any of them are a winner. So what just happened was I went and got a lottery ticket T, which is the first ticket in all tickets purchased. So if I pull T out here, you'll see that T is a copy of Steve's ticket, right? So let me kind of move these around here. Maybe I should make this a little bit bigger, this window a little bigger. Okay, so T, we just said, is all tickets purchased get I, which I right now is 0. So it went into the 0th slot here and got a copy of that ticket and put it into T. So T contains a reference to this lottery ticket. You can happen to see it's the same information that was right in there. So I made a copy of it. It's stored in T right here. Okay. So lottery ball number, the first, we went into lottery nums and got the first number, which is 15. Okay, so the lottery ball number is 15. And now we're going to go into T and get the first number in T, which we know is 1. So if I step through here, chosen num is 1. So now it's going to check and see, is the lottery ball number, is the first lottery ball number equal to the first chosen number on this particular ticket? And it's not, right? 15 does not match 1. So we'll go through, and it's not going to say there's a correct number. So now we go to the second one, and the lottery ball number is 4. Okay, that is right here. That's the correct number. The chosen number that Steve made is 3, so that one's not correct either. And we'll keep going here. We got 12 and 5, so I didn't get the third one right either. And we'll keep going. And the chosen number is 7, and the lottery number is 1. So I didn't get any of them correct. So you can see that as we come to the end here, what we're looking at, again, this is the first ticket. This is Steve's ticket. Okay, our correct numbers. It's kind of a bad variable name, but I didn't get any correct, so that's 0. So I'm not going to announce that Steve is a winner. Okay? So now I go through this one more time, but now I'm going to get out Sue's ticket. So now we go here, By the way, notice that T is now grayed out. That means that there is no T now until we get down and create T again. So it left a copy of this here, but T is not in scope until we create T, the lottery ticket, again. So this is where we're coming in, and we're setting T is now going into our list, all tickets purchased. T is now get T at I, which is now 1, because we're going through our list. So it's the second ticket in the list. So now we're going to go get that ticket right there, okay, which happens to be Sue's ticket. So if you watch, now T's back in scope, okay? T contains the information for Sue. So I've got a copy of that ticket stored in the list right there. It's Sue's ticket with this information, these numbers. And now, as we go down through and say the lottery ball number is 15 and the chosen number, Sue's chosen number is 15, okay, they match, we're going to increment the number of correct guesses, essentially. So that goes up by 1. So now she's got 1 right. And now we go through the other ones. Okay, 4 matches 4. And again, all we're doing when we say T get chosen number, we're going into T and getting the chosen number from that array right there. So this time we got the 4. Okay, and that matched. So number of correct numbers, etc., etc. It's going to get all 4 of them right. And so when we come down here, it says if they got all of them correct, if number of correct numbers is equal to 4, which it is, then we come down here and it's going to say T get owner name. So that's actually going into our ticket T that we're looking at currently, which now we're looking at Sue's ticket. We're getting the owner's name, which is Sue, and this will actually print out Sue is a winner. And so you can, again, imagine, we've only got 2 tickets in here, but imagine we've got 10,000 tickets in here. Okay, this loop right here would go all the way up to however many tickets are in that list, and it would do the same thing each time. It'd look at the numbers they chose, compare them to the correct numbers, and if they're correct, it would print out whatever the particular ticket is that it got out of the list, at this slot, this slot, this slot, this slot, all of those tickets, it would get that owner's name and actually print that out as a winner as well. So again, this is a simplified version of something that a real lottery would use, right? It would actually go through and generate some sort of report that lists the names of the winners. Now, it'd probably have more than just their first name. It'd have their last name and their social security number or whatever else you need, right? Their address, so they can actually, phone numbers, so they can contact those people. But this is very, very similar to what would actually happen in some sort of real lottery system.